today we're really excited. We're going to do a tutorial on abstracts in light painting. You know, it's one of my favorite things to do because you get to kind of let go of a intellectual narrative that you're trying to pull off, and if you find that space where you can just let go of your emotions and just start throwing light around, you get some of the most miraculous things ever. So, you know, one of the best ways to get something unexpected is to use something unexpected. And this is a really great example of a make-your-own light beast from something that you find hanging around. My friend Bryan is a landscape architect and found this LED strip that was used out in gardens. So I've wrapped it up in some different colored cellophane, and can twirl this thing around and make, and I've got it, you know, one of the downsides of this is it's electric, so it's connected to a cable. So I've got it kind of set up to a 6-way that I can put my finger on and off when I'm shooting by myself and turn the light off. So anyway, it's a really, really cool, really amazing little guy, and spins and different shapes, and we'll make a bunch of those because this is really addictive. So, you know, look around the house and find stuff that you can use as well. You know, I'm going to show you a couple of more tools that we'll use today, and we'll do some single shots, we'll do some multiple exposure shots where we stack some things up on top of each other. Should be really fun. So just a little bit of technical information. I'm using a Nikon 850, and today I'm using a super wide Nikon lens, a 15 to 35 zoom. You know, they're not making that for the new digitals right now, but I'm a long time Nikon guy, so I've got a stock of different lenses, and it's really one of my go-tos because, like, I'm very close to you, but you can see the whole room, and it's still in shape and lines look correct. So that's awesome. We'll be doing 30-second exposures. The ISO will be on 100. And I usually try to shoot on RAW so I can have a lot of control. We're getting ready to do a video on editing in RAW too here momentarily, so keep an eye out. We'll be shooting in RAW so that you have lots of control over the highlights, especially with something like this where you get these really bright lights against the dark. If it gets too overexposed, you don't get any detail in any of that, and that's some of the coolest part of it. And we'll be shooting at f-stop 20 or 22, just so that I get a really nice depth of field, and I can do motion stuff, and it keeps everything in a nice focus. So one of the ways that you get started with this, like I showed you before, are just some loops that are really great, these discs that you make like this, and this thing makes a badass little spirit guy. Yeah, one of the last videos I used that for this as well. So let me take a quick break, get a couple of new tools, and I'll be right back. Wanted to showcase a couple of the other tools that we'll be using in the shots here coming up. This is a really awesome little rig. It's a piece of plexiglass that was shiny and I scuffed up with sandpaper. Another little cut off the corner that I used and stuffed in there with a little blue gel. And it is cut into, you know, the great thing about this rig, again, it's the flashlight. It's a rubber drain connector that you can get at any Home Depot or hardware store in the plumbing section. And what's really great about using the PVC pipes along with that is that, you know, everything's kind of like built to connect and grade and hook into each other, so you can find the size you need relatively easily or downsize it really easily. And in this one, it's just a regular, I didn't cut this, came like this, and as you can see, I cut some notches in the sides so this could slide down in it, and it is just well, I've got it tightened in there right now, but it's just down in there like that. And then you get some really nice shapes and can do some really beautiful stuff. There are some guys out there doing stuff with different levels of this. I've just kind of gotten into this myself. I want to go way deeper because some of the color blends and the transparency that happens through the clear parts of the plexi, as a, you know, compared to the opaque or translucent ones, really beautiful and not so solid, which is great. And then the last thing, one of my favorite go-tos these days, is just a regular water bottle that was tinted blue already. I took some blue gel and wrapped it around the end of that, and then sanded the surface of this so that it's no longer shiny and clear, but it's got a translucent sheen to it, and it really lights up amazingly. And the different contrast between the textures of this blue and this blue are really nice. Plus you see some of the light coming from the flashlight down here, and you'll get some sprinkles of white in there too. So enough talking, let's make some images and see what we get. Okay, so are we rolling? Yeah. Okay, so that's it for abstracts. Hope you enjoyed the shots. I'm like super jacked up now after getting to do those and see some amazing, you know, that surprise of looking in the camera and seeing an image that makes you go, wow, never ever gets old, man. It only gets better. So till next time, stay safe, be happy, be in the light.